Hello everyone and welcome to another reading vlog. So I've determined that I like doing reading vlogs, so I'm gonna keep doing them, and I think you guys like them too. At least I hope so. Otherwise, this is kind of a waste of time. Either way, my last reading vlog, I actually did two last month. If you haven't seen them, it's where I read a whole bunch of adult fantasy for the entire month. So I really dissected into what I read, and they were just strictly reading updates. I might keep that the same format this time. I don't know. I might do some montage because my heart just loves them. Either way, today is Sunday, April 7th. I'm still getting my voice back a little bit because after I ended the last vlog, my son got sick, then I got sick, and we have a lot of house stuff going on, a lot of exciting, nerve-wracking things. But either way, things are still very, you know, crazy over here as it goes. Again, I said either way. Reading this week, I have a whole bunch I want to read this week, so I'm going to show you what I want to read. Step not included in my TBR, this is kind of a random ad, is Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Miss Quinton. This is an adult, like, rom-com. I'm buddy reading this with Amy over at Quarter Crowns and Quills and Kristen for Super Space Chick. We are reading it for the entire week, so we have a chapter breakdown. We're reading 2 chapters a day, pretty much, so we're starting this tomorrow, and we should be done with it by Sunday, so I'm going to update you on what it's all about. I know it says it's a big-hearted romantic comedy in which the first son falls in love with the Prince of Wales after an incident of international proportion forces them to pretend to be best friends. So it's going to be really cute. I see LGBTQ, so very excited for that. I've heard nothing but amazing things about this book, so really stoked for that. So this one is going to be the one I read 2 chapters from a day, so I'm going to read other things while reading it, which I usually don't do. The next one I'm starting tonight is The Princess and the Fangirl by Ashley Poston. This is a YA contemporary book. It's a companion novel to Geekerella. It's a kind of take on Princess and Pauper, I don't know, another LGBTQ book, which is awesome. But either way, very excited for this one. I'm imagining it to be really quirky and cute. It's only like 300 pages, I would say, so can read it probably really super fast. So then, since I'm reading really 2 lovey-dovey stuff, I've read actually all lovey-dove stuff this month. So I'm reading Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. I might just read these 3 books all together and see how that goes for me. I don't know. I don't usually read multiple books at one time, but we're gonna try. This one is a new YA fantasy book, and it's really dark and gothic and things like that. I don't know a ton about it, honestly. Like, it just is about the monster, the girl, the prince, and this one is very long. It is, let's see how many pages this is. Oh, it's almost 400 pages, so not super long, but like kind of long. So I have that. If I somehow manage to read all of those, I'm going to start Field Notes on Love by Jennifer E. Smith. This is another YA contemporary. This is about 2 people that kind of meet on a train and take this train ride together cross country, and that's what it's all about. So that's my reading plans for the week. Quite ambitious, but after my month of reading adult fantasy, I am ready to get back into like super cute YA things because I kind of missed it. So yeah, I'm going to try to read all of these. We'll see how that goes. The one I might start this one by the end of this week, not finish it. These 3 I'm pretty confident I can get through. So I'm going to update you on that. As far as books I've read, like I said, it's, what day is this? April 7th. I've already read 2 books this month, which is great. The first book I read was Serious Moonlight by Jen Bennett. This is her newest book. It's a YA contemporary. I loved it. I wouldn't say it's my favorite of hers. I always will love Alex Approximately, but this had such strong Seattle vibes that if you're into the Seattle scene and just love reading about it, I would highly recommend this one. The romance is super cute, very just adorable. If you're a fan like me of those cotton candy, super sweet, super fluffy contemporary books, I think you would really love it. Just finished last night, You'd Be Mine by Erin Hahn. This is a very short contemporary book. I'd say it's perfect for summer. This is about 2 country musicians that tour together for the summer. One is named Clay, and he's got like this bad boy persona, and he's not doing well with his record label. So they decide to say, hey, bring on this country singer, Annie Mathers, to open for you guys. And Annie Mathers has a troubled past as well as Clay, and her parents actually have passed away a long time ago, and her mom was a really big country musician. Like, everybody loves and reveres her mom, and she struggles with that a lot. So it's about Annie and Clay, who are both struggling with their demons, particularly in their past, and about them connecting. This was a lot darker than I thought it was, but it struggles a lot with addiction, alcoholism, suicide, things like that. that. So just be forewarned before going into it. I enjoyed it. I will say the love was kind of insta-lovey, but with YA contemporary books, especially this short, it's like you can expect it. So I don't hate it for that at all. I don't mind insta-love personally. I'm just letting you know it was kind of insta-lovey. I would recommend it. I'd say it's a good summer read, especially if you're a fan of like reading musician books, of touring and things like that. I think you would enjoy this one. So that's what's going on this week. So yeah. I'm reading these. I'm starting The Princess and the Fangirl tonight, and then I'll start tomorrow Red, White, and Royal Blue, and then I'll throw Wicked Saints. I don't know. We're just going to go with this. So this vlog is going to be a week long. I know my last vlogs were kind of like 2 weeks. It's going to be a strictly week vlog. And I'm going to try to focus only on reading updates with throwing some montages in there as well. I'll probably update you tomorrow on reading and things like that. And yeah, we'll see. I was supposed to say thanks for watching. Bye. This is just the beginning of the video, Heather. Happy Monday. If you hear Toy Story in the background, that's what that is. It's Toy Story, because that is my son's new obsession. It used to be Snoopy, then it was Cars, the movie. Now it's Toy Story. It's Woody and Buzz, everything. So I have read a little bit. Last night, like I said, I have started The Princess and the Fangirl. I am now officially 93 pages into it. I'm really enjoying it. What this is about. So this is a companion novel to Geekarella. If you haven't read Geekarella, Geekarella is like a modern day twist on Cinderella, like in a Comic-Con setting or like a fandom setting. And that whole world, we have the Starfield thing. Starfield used to be an old sci-fi show that everyone loved and coveted. You know, think of a lot of shows people love that just they're obsessed with, like Star Trek, Buffy, Charmed, you know, Star Wars, anything, you know, that's a big fandom. That's what Starfield kind of is. And basically, in the first book, we have Darian, and basically that's what the first book is. And they're bringing Starfield back. They're doing a new movie about it, and this guy named Darian gets cast as the lead guy, and we have a regular girl named Ellie, I think that's her name, Ellie, and she writes a lot of blogs, and somehow they meet and fall in love, and you can guess. So this is kind of in the same world as that. We have Starfield. So the other star of Starfield is Jessica Stone, who is right here. While as Darren embraced the Starfield fandom and really enjoyed his role, Jessica Stone did not. She kind of loathes it. She loathes her character. She loathes the fandom, is not a fan of any of it. So she is currently at this con. This is Celsia Con, which is kind of based around Starfield. And she meets a girl named Imogen, who they look alike. And Jessica is in a spot of trouble because a script has leaked that it was her fault, and she's trying to find it. So her and Imogen decides to trade places for the weekend, where Imogen will pretend she's Jessica Stone. I'm sorry if you hear a lot. Children. Kids. But either way, it's kind of like a Freaky Friday parent, you know, trap. Just switcheroo, and I'm guessing romantic things will happen. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this one as much as Geekarella, because I've heard the reviews have just not been, like, people have liked it, but they just like Geekarella more, which I tend to like the first book in a series, honestly, even in a companion series. Plan today is I've tabbed it to, like, I schedule my reading sometimes for, like, review purposes. I need to be done with this book by Wednesday, so I've tabbed to get to 163 tonight, very possible. And then I literally just started Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Miss Quinton. I'm only on 9 pages. That's how recent I just started it. I have to read 2 chapters of this a day, and 2 chapters of this is 55 pages. So that's my progress for tonight. I can't say much about this one yet because I'm still learning about it, but I can already tell I'm really enjoying the writing. It's going to be a really cute novel, like a rom-com of my dreams. So I'm super excited for both of these. Both of these are just making, one of them is making my fangirl heart happy, and one of them is just making my romantic heart happy. So I'm super stoked for both of them. So yeah, that's my update for today. I'll probably update you tomorrow at some point, hopefully. I think there's a lot of house stuff going on this week, and I've told you guys repeatedly. So yeah, a lot of it is tomorrow. And oh my gosh, my child is so loud all the time. But either way, today's like 82 degrees, which in April is doesn't happen a lot here in Virginia. So I'm trying to soak it all up. We're trying to be outside as much as we can, even though I'm inside right now. He goes outside, inside, all that kind of stuff. But it's really nice. I'm really excited for it, but it's gonna rain later today. Ugh. But yeah, I'll update you tomorrow on my reading. Hopefully I'll look decent. Or better. Probably not. Hello! Say hi.
Hi.
We're back in the kitchen. Surprise, surprise, we're baking another cake. Oh my gosh, you probably think that we just bake cakes all the time. No, just a busy time. Last time I did a vlog, it was my mom's birthday. It's April, so it's my husband's birthday today, actually. So today is Dada's birthday. Happy birthday, Dada. So we're gonna bake him a cake, and his favorite cake is the yellow cake with chocolate frosting. Okay. Pretty easy for me, so that's what we're doing today. Sadly, we can't celebrate it because we're just so busy with house stuff. Oh boy. Sorry. This is a very weird vlog. You're in a very precocious like setting. Pour it in there. Good job. We'll put some water in there now. Okay, well, we made a little mess. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Today we have a busy day. All of our days are busy nowadays. It's insane how like I used to like not have anything to do. Now with house stuff, it's like something to do every single day, which is good. And kind of bad too, whatever. Sorry, I'm cut off. I don't know how to film. I don't have proper tripods. What are those? Oh, we lost Noah. He never stays around for too long for an activity. Oh well, that's okay. Gives me more chance to talk to you guys. So I didn't vlog yesterday because house stuff. I know I'm very vague about that. I don't ever like talking about things till they're definite, so hopefully you'll know soon. If not, I'm sorry. But yeah, forgive me, I'm also not wearing makeup because I'm filming today. So I keep a bare face before filming, which surprisingly doesn't look that bad, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, so I didn't vlog yesterday. I have actually read quite a lot, which I'm proud of myself. I finished The Princess and the Fangirl. Sadly, I didn't love this one as much as I love Geekerella. I loved Geekerella. I thought it was very, you know, because it's geeky, it's all about this con, it's all about a fandom, and I just loved it, and I loved the romance, and it was just really freaking cute. I didn't love The Princess and the Fangirl that much, and it's for a multitude of reasons. Number one, the whole book takes place over a weekend during the Excelsior Con, which is a con in this book strictly for Starfield, I think, but it has a whole bunch of other fandoms as well. And I just don't felt like it was too fast. A weekend, 3 days was not enough for me for this book. I felt like it should have been elongated more, like it could have been leading up to the con or something like that. And it just wasn't, I don't like the short time frame that the book was told in. I guess I'll just say that. We also have two different romances. I thought the romance would be between Imogen and Jessica. Spoiler warning, it's not. But it's with two separate people, which I didn't hate the romance, but again, because the book was told in a weekend, it was very insta-lovey because these characters like fell in love in 3 days, and I was like, okay, I don't hate insta-love. I mean, I don't mind it, especially with YA contemporaries. I almost expect it, but this one felt very insta-lovey because, you know, they were, at one point, one of them was like, I think I'm falling in love with him. And I'm like, you've known him for 2 days. But then I'm like, they're teenagers, so I didn't love that aspect. Also, but then the other relationship, I just felt like it was materialized out of nothing, I guess you could say. I didn't hate the relationships, but I just didn't love them. Also, our two main characters, I didn't really like either of them. Jessica Stone was very like, acted too good for Starfield, like, I'm not gonna be in this. Of course, she had character development by the end, but still, I was just like, you're kind of a jerk. And Imogen was very much like, woe is me, nobody likes me, I'm not Jessica Stone, I'm just filling in her role. Both the characters I didn't really like, so I gave it a 3 out of 5. I didn't love it. After talking to some of my friends who have read it, they also felt the same way, so I don't feel alone in my rating, which is good. I just felt like it could have been a lot more, but it wasn't. Would I recommend it? If you're a big fan of fandoms, yes, like this is a great fandom series. You know, you're gonna love hearing about fandoms. They talked about Buffy twice in this, so I was like, yes. I talk about Star Wars, all the fandoms. If you're just a fandom junkie, much like myself, this series will speak to you and you feel like it's directly for you. So I would recommend it for that. I would also recommend it if you've read Geekerella. It's always great to continue a series. I didn't hate it by any means. Don't think a 3 stars like low for me. If I give a book a 1 or 2, that's what I'm like, I really didn't like it. It was enjoyable. I just wanted more of it. The other book I wanted to talk about, so I finished The Princess and the Fangirl. I'm still currently reading Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey Miss Quinton. Now 130 pages into it. I'm starting chapter 6 today because I'm buddy reading this. And let me tell you, I love buddy reading, but usually with buddy reads, we sign like chapters for days and things like that. I'm having such a hard time not reading ahead because I love this book so much. I know it's been getting a ton of hype, and I'm here to say, as far as right now, 130 pages, it's worth it. So this is an adult book, I would say. today. This book follows first son Alex, who is the son of president, a female president by the way, which is awesome. And he has kind of he has this hate relationship with the royal prince over in England named Henry, and Henry has multiple siblings and he's a prince. Think of like Prince Harry, that's what I'm guessing here. And basically they just kind of are sworn enemies, at least for Alex. Alex always just kind of loathes him. And basically what happens is Alex attends this royal wedding of Henry's brother, and like a disastrous event happens, and these Alex and Henry are like paired up to be friends for like media's sake, to show like they can get along and things like that. So what happens from there, this is like an enemies to lovers, hate to lovers, also friends to lovers trope. It's got a lot of tropes that I love in it. So basically that's what this book is about. We have the first son and the royal prince, romance ensues, all the hearts, all the adorableness. I am loving this book. It is very witty. I love witty writing. I love the characters. Both are very sarcastic and witty, like I said. And yeah, I just love all of the many amazing things this book has. A woman president, we have a first son, we have a royal prince, and all of them just falling in love and dealing with the aftermath of that, of, you know, with politics and things like that, LGBTQ representation and things like that. I mean, it's freaking adorable. If you're a fan of rom-coms, you must read this book. It's gonna make you smile. There's so many amazing references, like to Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, Great British Bake Off, like all of them. Like me, Chris, and Amy just talk about it every day to all the references, and our text conversation is full of hearts because we just are all loving this book so freaking much. So I just wanted to document for my sake, for your sake, that I'm wearing a Sunnydale Buffy shirt. It's got two stakes, Sunnydale Buffy, and then over here it says Slayer Cub, established 1997. My friend Melanie got this for me, so I just want to say thank you, Melanie. I love this shirt. Obviously I'm wearing it. I filmed a video today. What could it be? I don't know. I have no clue. But yeah, Melanie got this for me, who is a co-host of the Slay Along, which if you didn't know is a Buffy the Vampire Slayer watch along. We watch a season of Buffy a month. I talk about that a lot in my vlogs, but it's part of my life now, and I love this shirt, and I love you, Melanie. So I just have that out there because, yeah, love, love, love. Hello, hi. It's later. It's around 7. Hi. I'm about to take my face off. So I love makeup, but I also love wearing no makeup just because it's just easier. I mean, I look a lot nicer with makeup on. I mean, who doesn't? But I also just love a fresh face because that's who I am all the time. But I don't know why. I thought I would share with you my skincare routine. I'm also gonna do a mask tonight. Here's one thing you can always find in my house, our face mask. I am obsessed with like face masks, spa nights. I usually do a face mask twice a week. I have a variety of them. These are just some. This one I think I'm gonna try out 2 new tonight. I've never used a Soap and Glory one. I always get like the ones that are $3 or less because I'm cheap. I don't have a lot of money. But yeah, this is a pore refining mask. I don't know, we'll see. It's like one of those scary ones that goes over your face. And I also have a Neutrogena one that's like a sheet mask. Then I have mud mask. I love the Yesta brand, but either way. I'm gonna take all my makeup off. I'm gonna show you that. And I'm gonna show you my skincare regimen. Even though it's not that great, I'm not really good at skincare. I love it, and I would probably get a lot better products if I had a lot more money, but I don't, so I use a lot of drugstore brands. And I think I have somewhat decent skin. The most problem area I have is my chin because I just get a lot of hair there, PCOS, and just, you know, hormonal things. But yeah, let's do this. Let's show you my probably not the best skincare. I need to prop you up more because I'm like leaning. Now, after I wash my face, I usually tone, and I probably should have done this before I put a mask on because now I'm moisturized, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna break laws. I use the Thayer's facial toner Witch Hazel. It's very good. I really enjoy it. I've never been a toner person before because it's always it dries out my skin. This one does not, so I would highly recommend. Gonna let that dry for a minute or two. Now I'm gonna be using a brand new product I've never used before. I just got it today because it was on sale and I've just heard a lot of good things about it. It's the Palmer's Skin Therapy Oil. Palmer's is a brand. You see a lot of their cocoa butter. It says it's really good for fine lines and wrinkles, dark spots, uneven skin tone, and aging skin, which yes to all those. But I've just heard really good things about it, and I've heard that facial oil just is really good. So it says to apply a thin layer onto face, neck, and massage into skin. So I'm gonna try it. I don't know how many drops I should get. I do love this, the dropper ASMR. Oh wow, a little goes a long way with this, let me tell you that. Always put stuff on your neck because that's where you age first, and I'm trying to prevent that drunk. I'm only going to use this at night because I moisturize the crap at night. For daytime, I just use one moisturizer only, but for nighttime, I moisturize a lot and thick and a lot of moisture because I sleep, so what else am I doing? It can seep onto my skin while I'm sleeping and just sitting there. Then I use this cheapie right here, Pond's Dry Skin. It works just fine. I also use this that I got from my mom. It's a rock retinol cream, which is really good for wrinkles and chemicals. I only use this like once a week because it's, you know, not the best. I only use like that much. So I'm gonna put both of them on together. Lastly, I use this number 7 eye serum, which again, I got from my mom. My mom always has a ton of skincare products. And if she has multiples, I'll just take them. Shh, don't tell her. I use eye cream because I'm a mom and I'm 30, so yeah. And there you have it. That is my skin routine for nighttime. Probably all wrong. You're probably gonna be like, she does it all wrong. So please correct me, tell me what order to do things in if I'm using too many or too little products. But I mean, I like my face a lot more now. Like I feel more comfortable now in front of the camera with no makeup on than I did like a few months ago because of toner and moisturizer. Like I just say moisturize, like it feels very oily, but I know that's good because it's moisture. So hoping this goes well. That's all for today. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, hi, happy Thursday. I'm in my child's room, hence why it is very messy. Today's Thursday. I thought I would update you really quickly on what I am reading, which apparently right now is Grimelda and the Spooktacular show. Yes, you could show them your book. Can you say hello? Can you say hello? Say hello. Hello. This is just an update to let you know that I am reading, and I will update you later about what Wicked Saints is really all about and a little bit more in detail of Red, White, and Royal Blue. I would, if I wasn't buddy reading, I would probably be finished this by now, but I'm buddy reading it, I'm savoring it, so I'm happy I'm reading it slowly because I'm loving it so freaking much. I'm still loving it just as much as I first told you, so that's good. And yeah, I don't know much about this one to tell you about it. So I'm gonna try to get to page 100 tonight in this book and share with you. So that's my update for right now. I might update you today, might have to be tomorrow because we have an AC guy coming out today and I'm so feeling nervous about it because our AC is not that great and it needs to be fixed before we move. And like, you ever see those cartoons where it's just dollar signs in their eyes? That is what I'm feeling with this AC unit. Like, that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna like make me broke. So I'm adulting, moving, buying and selling houses. It's so much fun. It is not. It's the worst. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Hi, happy Friday. It's gonna be loud. It's windy. My AC's going. I filmed today. That's why I have it going and it looked nice. It's hard for me this week. There's just, I think, a lot going on and like behind the camera, but her personal life that is just kind of hindering me from reading. Like, I'm still reading, but not as much as I want to because I'm just so insanely stressed out. Like, I know I don't project that a lot because I'm a very private person, but there's just keep me in your thoughts and prayers right now. Our whole family with house things. It's just a lot. It's a lot right now. But so I am officially on. Oh, I don't know what page I'm on. Cool. That's fine. No big deal. I think I'm on page like 134 of this book. Yeah, I'm on page like 140 of Wicked Saints. I'm enjoying it, but it's just a hard book to explain. I would say it's a YA mystery book, very dark YA. I wouldn't compare it at all to Six of Crows. I guess I've just heard a lot about it because I think I've heard a lot about it compared to Six of Crows because It's darker, but I don't feel like it's that at all. It's not like a heist or anything like that. I don't know, it's steeped in a lot of gothic, magic, stuff I don't understand. So steeped in a lot of fantasy stuff that I'm not well versed in, but I'm really enjoying it, which I'm surprised because a lot of my friends haven't, but I'm not even halfway through it yet, but I'm enjoying it. I'm liking the mission we have. I like this monster. I love the blood mage magic of it. It's very dark and mysterious, so I'm liking it so far. I don't know if I'll finish this by Sunday because I'm rereading is just out of whack, so I'm liking it. But on the other hand, Red, White, and Royal Blue, what page am I on now? I am on page 235, so I have to read chapter 9 and 10 today because I'm buddy reading this, like I keep saying. We're definitely planning to finish this by Sunday, I think. I'm really liking this. This has so many romantic tropes in it all in one. If you're looking for a good hate to lovers trope, this is it. If you're looking for a good secret forbidden romance trope, this is it. If you're looking for a great friends to lovers trope, this is it. That's right, all three of those tropes in one. I love that. Like, usually romance books are just one. It's like a hate to love, that's it. But this like has all of them. Like, they hated each other at first, but then they became friends, but then they became more than that. So it's hate to love and friends to love. And they also are having like a secret relationship. It's just freaking adorable. I will say it is very steamy, very adult times, in case you're into that, stray away, but it's sarcastic, it's witty, I'm loving it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Hopefully I can get through a good chunk of these today. Who knows? My mind is at 50 different places right now, but yeah, sorry this is not the best vlog, but it's a vlog, so what can you do? I'm wrapping up this week's vlog. So it is Sunday the 16th, 17th, I think. One of those days. I'm going to talk to you about all the books I read this week, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. As always, I think all my vlogs are just pure disaster, so if you enjoy disasters, you probably enjoy these. If not, I totally get it. This book I finished this week was The Princess and the Fangirl by Ashley Poston. This is the sequel, companion novel to Geeky Gorilla. I gave it a 3 out of 5. I was very underwhelmed about it, thinking about it right now. Looking back on it, I'm still happy with 3 out of 5. It was okay. It disappointed me. I would say read it if you've read the first book. If not, I don't know if it's like necessarily important to read it. Well, that shows how I feel. I just wanted more from it. So 3 out of 5 for that one. Then I read Red, White, and Royal Blue. I buddy read this with Kristen and Amy, and I gave it a 5 out of 5. I loved it. Easily my favorite book this week, and definitely going to be one of my favorite books of the entire year. I'd say if you are a fan of romance and romance comedies and just really romantic tales, this is a definite must read. It's very lengthy, so you're going to get a lot of swooning in a lot amount of time, and I just adored these characters so insanely much. Like 5 out of 5, I loved it. The hype is real for this book, so I'm sure you've heard about it, but I think it's well worth the hype. I thought the writing was beautiful. I believe it's a debut novel. I would not have known it was a debut novel unless somebody had told me. Honestly, the writing is very superb, I believe, for a debut novel, so highly recommend it. Definitely, if you're a fan of romance, definite must read, in my opinion. Last night, I finished Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan, and this is a hard book to explain, but I think I have a little bit of a better sense of what's going on, and there's also a pronunciation, I can't even say that right, guide that I found that I'm going to try to work on right now so I can pronounce these better for you, so I can do the characters and author justice by saying their names correctly and things like that. So what this book is about, I'm going to explain it again because my first time explaining was so horrible. We have these two countries pretty much, and the countries are, we have these two countries. One is Kalyazin, and that is where one of our main characters, it's either pronounced, I say Nadia, but I don't know if that's correct, so I believe it's Nadeza, that she's from that country, and she is a cleric, and she wears this necklace that has a whole bunch of different beads that represent the gods in her country, and pretty much when she touches this bead, she can talk directly to the gods can talk to her. She can ask the gods for certain power. Each god has a different power. She can ask for like strength, for wisdom, for like speed and agility, and the gods only talk to her, and usually clerics only have one god talk to them. Nadia has like all of them, which I think there's over 12 of them talk to her. So she is very revered in her country. She's also very feared because another country called Tranavia, hopefully I pronounced that right, they want to kill all the clerics because they don't really believe in the gods. They are much a country about blood magic and blood mages and things like that, so they are at war. These two countries are at war. They both hate each other for their magic. The Kalyazin hate the
Tranaveya, I am so sorry, I'm trying as hard as I can, for their heresy and how they do blood magic, and on the opposite, they hate Kayazan for talking to gods and things like that. So basically, we have three characters. We have the one I talked about, Nadia, who can talk to gods, and she hates all Tranvalia people. And then we have the Prince of Tranvalia, and he is a blood mage. And what blood mages can do, I will tell you this, trigger warnings for blood. If you are very scared about blood and cutting and things like that, this is not the book for you, because they talk about magic, and how they do magic in their country is they will have a spell book at their hip, and they will cut into their arm and have blood kind of seeping out, and they will dunk the spell book page that they want into that blood, and that is how they get blood magic. So that's how they do it. So in case you are very not a fan of blood and cutting, which is totally understandable, stay away from this book. Basically, at the beginning of this book, the prince is after Nadia because she's a cleric and they want to kill each other. And then what happens is Nadia meets this monster of a guy named Malakisha, hopefully I said that right, Malakisha, and she learns that he is a monster. He's one of the vultures, which are really insanely blood magic people. Like they're really deep in their power. They're scary and super powerful. So to sum it up, basically this book is about two countries at war. They both hate each other's magic systems, and then at the end they kind of have to team up together to take this one particular person down. And it's full of blood magic and, you know, a lot of dark magic and things like that. Overall, I gave it a 4 out of 5. So yes, it's hard to explain, but I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the characters. I loved the blood magic of it. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't read a book where blood was really predominant in it. Like, I never have read a book where they have to dip spell pages into their own blood and they have to use their blood for it to work. So I found that very interesting. I also found it interesting how Nadia could talk to all the gods and how the gods would talk back to her and give her, you know, different powers and things like that. The ending, I just don't understand the ending. Like, one thing happened and I don't get how we're gonna move forward with it. Like, I understood it kind of, but overall, I did enjoy this book. I do think a lot there was some that I did not like about it, such as there was really no rule system with the magic. We didn't really figure out the boundaries. We didn't really get a backstory of why the magic is the way that it is and why these countries are the way that they are and how these gods came to be. We didn't get a lot of world building. I'll just say that. We just get told this is what it is and to go with it. So I wish we got more of that, which I think would have helped the plot tremendously, but I really enjoyed the characters. There is a romance in it. I liked it. I'm not gonna lie to you. And yeah, I give it a 4 out of 5. I will be continuing off the series because I really enjoyed the writing style. I enjoyed reading about this magic and I enjoyed reading about the characters. So overall, 4 out of 5. I'd say if you're really into kind of dark fantasy, I would recommend it. If you're like a new person into YA fantasy, I would not recommend it because it's complicated. Like, even I'm just like, I don't quite understand it. So yeah, I enjoyed it. So 3 books I read this week. A lot of different genres. We have a YA contemporary, an adult rom-com, and a YA dark fantasy. But I enjoyed them all for each individual reasons. And yeah, I am happy with what I read. And I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I will have a montage right after I stop talking because I'm going to an event tonight that I never get to go to, that we actually help host and make, but I'm always with my child. But I'm gonna go tonight. It's like this coffee house thing that my husband and I do every single month. It's mainly he's the head of it. I'm just kind of helping. But I actually get to go tonight, so I'm gonna record some of that. But this is the official end of the vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I do plan to do a couple vlogs in May, so stay tuned for that. But I would love to hear your thoughts on these reading vlogs and things like that, if you enjoy them or not. And if you've read any of these books, I would also love to hear your opinions as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for the montage, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.